they are not focusing on strong people. They're focusing on strong Adani. This is an Adani port. Welcome, guys. Today we're talking about the Greater NICOBAR project, something that we have talked about like 4 months ago, at least at this point. And as things go, it's finally in the greater revolution of the news. As we always say, come here for your news 3 months in advance. Having said that, Rahul Gandhi is making noise about it. That's why it has gotten so much attention right now. We are going to go through the story. I'm going to explain what I explained like few months ago. How is this going? What is it happening? And why do we need to be worried about this? Let's begin. So first and foremost, Rahul Gandhi released this video right here.
In the Nicobar Islands, in the middle of what is easily the most beautiful forest that I've ever seen in my life. Thousands and thousands and thousands of acres of rainforest.
Okay, it's not only about the rainforest. Let me be very clear with you. It is not only about the rainforests. It is also about the coral reefs. But having said that, even with the coral reefs, with the marine fisheries, and the forest, Andaman Nicobar Islands is a very unique and niche ecosystem that you cannot be replicated anywhere else. What these guys were going to do was, the BJP were like, we are going to plant trees in the middle of Bihar. This was during the Bihar elections, by the way. In the middle of Bihar, and cut trees here, which is never a good idea. This is never going to work out. This is never ever going to ever work out, mostly because these trees are unique. The ecosystem is absolutely unique.
Forest. And what is happening here is that all these trees are going to be cut with total disregard for the people who live here, with total disregard for the damage this is going to do to India's ecology. It's amazing that 160 square kilometers of this forest are being chopped up so that one businessman, Mr. Adani, can fulfill his fantasies. Just the wood here.
That is true, because the project is literally for Adani. This is an Adani port. This is not owned and operated by the government. This is owned and operated by Adani, which the government is helping it with.
Is worth lakhs of crores. And by the way, this is just the part of the forest that we were able to enter. I'd like to show you the part that we couldn't enter because it's so thick and it has so many trees. Every single person who lives on this island is against this project, has not been asked about this project, does not know what compensation they're going to get for their land. And
they are not going to get any compensation, but any compensation is going to lack everything. Like, there is not going to be a way to get compensation out of this, because first of all, they are going to lose their complete livelihoods. This is going to be turned into what Hawaii went through, what Palau went through. Because of corporate greed, all of these islands were destroyed. All of these islands were destroyed. Wait, how many unique indigenous trees are here anyway? Hundreds. Literally hundreds. The trees that grow nowhere else. And the entire ecosystem acts as a breeding ground for a lot of different fishes as well. Don't forget, a lot of fishes that you actually fish out from the Bay of Bengal come from the breeding ground that is around this area.
Now I understand why the government didn't want me to come here, and why the government did a whole exercise to stop me from getting here. It's wholesale theft, and I wish more people could come and see this. There are a number of communities on this island. There are tribals, there are settlers who are from the defense forces, who came here to ensure the safety of these islands. They've asked me to raise this in Parliament, and I will gladly do that. But they are doing this in a hidden manner, surreptitiously, and this needs to be told to the whole.
And the only people who talked about this 3 months ago were us. And also, I think The Wire and us were the only ones talking about this a few months ago. Let me just be very clear about this. That's why you come here. That's why you subscribe to the channel. That's why you come here and sit and watch. Thank you for anyone who's doing it right now. You're getting your news 3 months in advance. Thank you so much.
The whole nation, especially young people, because this is your future. This is possibly one of the biggest scams and largest thefts of Indian property, of ecological property that has ever taken place.
And don't get me wrong, this is not just property for development. This is not property for just development. This is a property that is a feeder to all of the other ecological products that you and me use, starting from fisheries. Not to mention the air cleaning that Andaman Nicobar Island does because of different kinds of trees. Oh shit, Google says 650 unique species. Yes, it's hundreds. It's hundreds. There are species over here that have never even been found or categorized. And like, having said this, they are shitting, like BJP is shitting their pants completely. They are calling like Rahul Gandhi like Chinese agent. They are calling like all sorts of bullshit that is going on the side. But he's right. When he's right, he's right. Like you can argue when he's right. Take it from ecologist, marine biologist myself. This is bunk that whatever this government is doing within these islands,
the Great Nicobar project,
is a fucking idiotic project that is owned and operated by Adani and facilitated by the BJP government. There is no two time about it. This is not fake. This is fucking real.
India's most ambitious maritime infrastructure initiative.
Is the caste system still in effect? Yes.
Nicobar.
The Great Nicobar, by the way, is the name. Just to be clear, they're going to be like, look, it's a Great Nicobar project. No, the Great project. No, it is just the fucking name.
More than 72,000 crore rupees project. At India's southernmost edge, just 90 nautical miles from the Malacca Strait, the artery of 25% of global trade. This isn't just an island. This is India's gateway to maritime power.
That is not true. You can also build a lot of different installments within the open ocean that are floating, but they are not going to do that because it's not that cheap for Adani to do that. This project is literally given away.
50,000 jobs.
Not true. That is not true.
World-class transshipment hub.
Also not true. It is, first of all, not world class. Also, just look at the amount of destruction they're going to have to cause just to build something in that fucking image. This is an ecological zone.
A strategic eye on Chinese movement.
That is also not true. Chinese movement are happening in that region. That is completely true. But first of all, we already have a port there. Second of all, you can as well build a floating port. It is not important to build a transatlantic shipment shit for transportation of goods. That is for Adani only. This is not important. You can keep track of Chinese shipping through the military installments that are already fucking present. They are doing this. They are doing this for economic and trade purposes to enrich Adani. Literally no one else.
The Indian Ocean. But instead of supporting it, Rahul Gandhi...
Yeah, obviously he's not going to fucking support it. Like, come on. Any smart person in this situation is not going to support the Adani port project. No one is.
lands there, calling it a crime.
It is a crime. None of the people, first of all, were consulted in building this, which is already a crime according to the constitution.
India's growth. Why? Because a strong India changes the game.
No, look at this game here. The government, the BJP government right now is building a port for Adani while all of the people within India are dying of starvation. A strong India means a strong people. A strong India means it's strong people. But they are not focusing on strong people. They're focusing on strong Adani. This is an Adani port.